Hey, what's up, YouTube? Digital Soul here. Psh. Now, I know I haven't been here a minute, and this is why. The sickness has come down on your boy just like it does every year, and it got me pretty hard right now, but you know, I'll get over it, I'll get better, I'll do better, I'll feel better, and all that kind of good stuff. But there's some games that are getting ready to drop tomorrow. They're either shipping tomorrow or they're dropping tomorrow, and I would like to talk about them and discuss them with you real quick, and because it's a possibility that you guys might be getting these games, and I'd like to know, you know, how you guys feel about it. So the first game, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Now, who hasn't wanted a game like this in forever? A multiplayer Assassin's Creed where you could get online with your friends and you could just play this game, do some killing, have a good time, you know, rushing around, doing what it is that you got to do. I don't personally know all the modes that's going on with this game, but I got dogs flapping, you know, they're like, you know, you ain't filming. You ain't filming. We ain't worried about it. Go ahead, do it a few more times, man. Go ahead. Get your flip on. You good? You straight? All right, he's straight. So check it. So, you know, multiplayer, you know, downloadable skins, I'm sure, for the future. And, you know, you get a few, you know, little perks if you pre-order, which is probably too late for that because the game is getting ready to drop. You know, if you haven't seen the trailer for this game, you know, it's just looking good. I've played the first one. I've played the second one. I've loved them. I haven't had any kind of complaints with the Assassin's Creed franchise thus far. The first game seemed a little short. Second game seemed a lot bigger. I was happy with it and I dug it, you know. But for now, let's move on. Secondly, I'd like to talk about Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Now, one of the very first games that I ever played, I didn't play Ridge Racer. A lot of guys played Ridge Racer on their PlayStation, whatever it is that they wanted to do. That wasn't me. I started out with Need for Speed, you know. I'm talking old school, the very first one, getting it done. It was a pretty good racing game. I liked the feel of it. You know, the cars just drove real. They have released many titles since, but they're not all my favorites, you know what I'm saying? There are some other racing games out there that can contest with Need for Speed, but for me, I like it. It's one of my most favorite games. And you know, Hot Pursuit, you know, you could play the car, you could play the car, you could play the cop, you could be the police, and you could chase your friends down and, you know, just take them out. And there's like, you know, different kinds of missions you could do, you know, like who could get caught faster, who could catch someone faster, who could outrun the police the longest, you know, things like that, you know. And who knows what else this is going to offer. I was really excited when I saw this, and this is probably a title that I'm going to be checking out in the near future. It's online games like these that I get into more than the first persons and the sports games. It's crazy stuff like Assassin's Creed, you know, because I like that. I like the style of the game. I like what's going on with that. And something like Need for Speed, you know, driving against somebody else would be pretty cool for me. And third and finally, in the Deathly Hallows Part 1. The Harry Potter franchise as a movie has kept me entertained. I've enjoyed it. You know, I watch the reruns. My kids are into it now, you know, and it's not too bad. These actors have gone from being little kids to being young 20-year-old adults, you know what I'm saying? And they haven't missed yet. You know, they're not all my favorites. I sort of enjoyed The Prisoner of Azkaban, you know, it's pretty cool. But they've released game titles. And a lot of these game titles have been, you know what I'm saying, just not good at all. You know, and that was a sound effect. Don't get upset, you know. But it was pretty cool, you know. But it's cool. You know, they had some PS, you know, I'm still filming. You can shake all you want, you know. I don't know why you need to come in here and, you know, bother me while I'm filming, but, you know, I mean, you can just keep shaking and doing your thing and sniffing and snorting, you know. They don't do this while I'm just standing here, turn the camera on, they're trying to get some attention. They want me to film them, you know. But the games have not been the greatest thus far, you know. It's pretty cool. I mean, if you're into Hogwarts and you like exploring the castle and doing all those things, it's pretty cool. But this one supposedly is going to have more of a first-person or third-person shooter type feel instead of just running around and, you know, just, you know, whatever. I'm not going to be the first one to test the water on this one. I'm going to see how, you know, some of the reviewers do and some of the people that have played it have enjoyed it because, you know, I'm a fan, you know, so I want to, you know, I want to run around Hogwarts. I want to relive the story and the movies through a game and, you know, do my thing. So I'm going to check it out if it's good. Now, I won't be purchasing any of these titles. Not because I don't want to. It's because I just got Call of Duty Black Ops, got that Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. Game was too quick, Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. What did you guys do? What were you thinking, man? I mean, it was good. It just should have been Star Wars The Force Unleashed Continued, you know, part 1.5. Because that's what it felt like. I liked where the story went. It wasn't too bad. And I also got WWE SmackDown versus Raw 2011, and that game's cool. We got a downloadable content coming. They're gonna have Wade Barrett, 2 other Nexus dudes, Layla, some chick, and some alternate attire, and a British Bulldog. So, I mean, these are things that you're going to get to check out in the near future, and that's why I'm poor right now. But when I do get some money, you know, I'll get into it. We got the holidays coming up, got to shop for my kids. But until next time, this is Digital Soul. Are you checking out these 3 titles that we discussed here today? You know what I'm saying? And let me know how you feel about it. These games that are just, you're going to sleep them, forget them, we don't want to see them, we don't want nothing to do with them. Just let me know, man, because I'm just like you. I got to sink some money into a game. No one's giving me nothing free either, you know what I'm saying? But I'll see you guys real soon. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me, and that's by coming here to see my videos and commenting below if you'd like to. But I'll see you guys real soon, all right? Peace. Psh. And I don't do none of that annotation bullshit. Thumbs up if you thumbs up, and ha ha ha, let me point out this funny part in my video because you might have missed it, ha ha ha. I don't know why they do that shit. Peace.